everyone, it's Crafty-licious Creations here. Today I have a somewhat different video than from what I normally do. I normally do DIYs and tutorials on this channel, but I think it would be fun to do a polymer clay tag. So I've seen ones similar to this where you compare old charms versus your new charms, or relatively new charms, and I thought it would be really fun, so I hope you all enjoy. So this is a somewhat old charm I think I might have made a few years ago or a couple years ago, and the texture is not very good. I used a ball tool and it was going to be like a brownie with a little whipped cream or maybe an ice cream scoop, I'm not quite sure, on top, and a little chocolate heart, but I don't think it really turned out that great. So this is the relatively new comparison. So it is textured with a needle tool to bring out more detail inside the cake or brownie itself, and the ice cream scoop is, I think, much better than that weird swirly thing I had on top of the other one. And also I put like a little mint leaf and a hot fudge kind of drizzle on top, and I glazed it, which looks much more put together. So my second comparison is this ice cream scoop. It's supposed to be strawberry with a little face on it that at the time I thought was cute, and this was made a few years ago, but it's not one of my best, to say the least. So the ice cream was textured, I think I recall, with a tinfoil, little ball of tinfoil, and it's not the best for texturing ice cream. It just looks kind of messy. So my newer one is this one. So I think even though it is not glazed like some of my more recent charms, I made this actually I think maybe a year ago, and I think it is really nice how I did the two different ice cream scoops and then another hot fudge kind of drizzle on top with a textured cone on the side, and it's in a bowl actually. So I think it's much nicer in comparison to my older one. So this is my next comparison. It is a little pumpkin, and I'm not quite sure when I made it, but it was a while ago. So the face on it is okay, I think, but the rest is just kind of boring. It doesn't really have anything that makes it special, or it's just basically a circle of clay that's not even three-dimensional, and then a little stem that's green, and it just, I don't know, it's a little bit boring. So my next one that is much more recent is this one. So I think I made it maybe a year ago, and it is three-dimensional, and the face has much more personality to it, which I like, and I made it out of clay, so it just looks better in my opinion. And so that is it for that one. And now the next comparison. So this one was made, I think, a few years ago. Once again, not sure when, maybe 2 years ago actually. And it is a plate of a waffle with butter on top and a fried egg. The coloring is just kind of bland and boring, and the plate, how it's put together, is a little bit messy. I think, like the plate itself, not the dish on the plate. So the side, you can kind of see where I attached it. I didn't do a very good job smoothing it out. But in a more recent one, which I made a few months ago actually, is this. So here it is. It is another dish plate type of thing. So the plate itself, like the border, is not as thick and definitely not as messy. And I made this one actually, I think, a few months ago. The glaze makes it look much nicer. The texturing of the chicken, and then the detail of the corn, the peas, the mashed potatoes, and the gravy. I took much more time on that. So this is the final comparison group, and it is a mermaid. Now, I made this one a few years ago, and I like the colors that I chose, but other than that, I think she is pretty large compared to the charms I make now. I normally make them more of a miniature size, And so because I did that, the detail is not very good, and the face is a bit sloppy. I don't really like how I did that. But on the back, I think the curls are really cute how I did that, but the bow is pretty large. I would definitely make it much more proportional. So this is the newer one, which I made a few months ago, and it is of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. The detail is much nicer, and it is much smaller, which I also like. And then on the back, it is pretty simple. I think the hair is very smooth, but I might have added a little bit more texture to it or more wave, I'm not quite sure, but I really like the back overall as well. So I hope you all enjoyed that video, and like this video if you did, subscribe for more videos. Typically my channel is filled with DIYs and tutorials, so I hope you all enjoyed that. And comment down below in the comment section what your first polymer clay charm was that you made, and if you would like to see mine, mention that as well. It is pretty messy, and believe me when I say that. So if that sparks your interest, let me know so I can incorporate it in the future of making a different video. And remember to check out my previous videos to see different crafts, and I have posted a haul in the past as well, so if you're interested, go check that out. Alright, bye!